Adobe released earnings this week, and when you have high conviction on a stock, then you have to really go all in on it. What I've been trying to do is trade less, but have higher conviction when the opportunity presents itself. Adobe had extreme volatility going into earnings. In my opinion, it's extremely undervalued. So I did a lot of bullish trade strategies that if they did go against me, I had a plan to either take the shares or at least roll my position. I want to walk you through these 4 trades that I think 2 or 3 of them have already expired now, but I've just taken 4 screenshots. You can see the open positions that I had, and we're going to add up how much money I've actually made in one day trading Adobe earnings. This first screenshot is your standard September 12th, 290 per. So it was a one-day trade, and you can see here that for those 4, the next day, Adobe opened flat pretty much around the 350 level, and I made $537.05, and the market value was $1.63 remaining on this position. So it was like 99% up. So I let these expire worthless. Let's now add these on. They're all at 537.05, 537.05. The next trade was another standard put at 270, this time expiring October 17th. This trade is still open because I don't think Adobe's going to get to 270 anytime soon. So I think I can extract a bit more premium out of it. As you can see, these are 3 positions on there. I've made $472, and on the day up $568, just showing that the volatility crush post earnings. And there's only $45 left, and my cost basis is $613. So I've extracted the majority out of this position already, and I'll probably look to close it out on Monday. Let's add this one. That's 472.81, 472 plus 472.81. And then if we look at the third position, this one was a 1-on-1 trade in case Adobe did go down. So this was doing a debit spread at the 320, 310, and then doing a protective put at 305 to finance it. It wasn't that much in there. I think it was like $70, $80 net credit. And you can see here that we made $63 on this position, and it has already expired because it's September 12th and it's September 13th recording this video. Again, that one expired worthless. I probably would have made about $10 extra, but let's just go with 63.28 as the amount that I made. And then the last one, which is probably the biggest one, which is the short strangle on Adobe, which is the 285, 405. And you can see there, look how wide. Look, Adobe was at 350. I did the 405 and the 285, and I got, as you see on the cost basis, $907 credit from it. And I made $670 in that one day after the earnings because the volatility crushed, but also Adobe didn't move, right? For a strangle, that is the best case scenario that you can hope for, that the stock just does not move. So there's $237 left in this position. It is still open, so I'll probably look to close that out when I've got about $100 left in. But let's add this in there, 917.13. 917.13. I do have a couple of trades open, so I could have closed these trades out. I decided not to, but 2 have closed, 2 are still open. So the September 12th has expired worthless, and then we've still got the October 17th, which I can look to eke out a bit more premium. If we add this all together, that's $1,990.27. So pretty much $2,000 in a day on a high conviction play. And I could have done a lot more, but I'm easing myself into these high conviction plays. And even if Adobe did go down, I would look to pick up some shares. I'm also looking at leaps now for Adobe because it had a stellar earnings and it didn't really move. But I think that's also down to the other market pressures and forces that are going on there. I just want to explain to you that you can make a lot of money selling options. I think if you want to book a free coaching call with me, click the link down below. We'll get on a call. We'll have a look at what your current situation is and how we can work together to get you to a passive income stream.